Chloe's feeling feisty. I don't know if we're leaving this in, but if we are, she's feisty because in the setup she dropped her phone on her naked foot and is raging about it. Also,
like corner right into the toe. What is it about stubbing your toe that aches?
I don't know. Have I talked about this on a podcast before where I have a thing genuinely? I call it creaking my toe. So if I creak my toe, like if I was to if I creak a toe on my right foot, I will kick something on my left foot because I feel desperately unbalanced. If I don't, I feel really annoyed. If it's just on one side, I'd rather literally have it going on both sides of my body than on two. I don't know if anyone else out there shares this particular, what would you call it, a quirk. If you share it, let me know.
Masochist.
I also
so if you hurt one side, you have to hurt the other.
Well, like if I scratch my right arm, I have to scratch my left. You know that. We've talked about that. Or like if you slap my right bum cheek, I always make Eve me up. Anyway, there's also, just in case anybody else is out there, this is something that definitely did talk about before, and we're coming into the season for it. Do you ever get a really itchy hole walking past certain plants? Like usually like brambles and stuff like that, or like sticky grass, like sticky buds.
Sticky buds. Oh.
Like if I was walking, see when you're walking through just like an overgrown patch of grass, it makes it sound like I just go, when you're out in the meadows, and like, but I will get, like, I will need to scratch, like, it's a type of itch. I will need to scratch my arse with glass in order to get that itch to go away. If you share it, let us know in the comments and we'll see if we can seek treatment together. Listen, today's episode, well, this is back to the features. You're all very welcome. Podcast's already started. So this week's episode is all about The Wolf of Wall Street. This is Martin Scorsese's his ode to debauchery from 2013. This is Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, Margot Robbie, John Bernthal, Joanna Lumley, Rob Reiner, R.I.P., John Favreau, Kyle Chandler, Bo Dietl.
I forgot John Favreau was in
Yeah,
this.
He's in it briefly.
Guys,
is there anybody else in it that's like, is it PJ Byrne plays Rugrat? Can't really remember the names of anyone. Oh, I know Ethan Suplee is in part of it as well. I'm trying to think. I think that's really it for super famous actors that are in it. Anyway, sorry if I've missed anybody. Great movie, loads of music in it, loads to talk about. We'll start obviously the way we always do, with just talking about a shit and asking your Clint Eastwood one take. And as always, I have two, but let's go straight to Chloe.
Do you actually?
Well, again, actually, these are both statements, yeah. So you go ahead. Go ahead.
I believe that this is how Leo actually lives his life. Closer to Jordan Belfort. But he does it so well that none of us know.
There's NDAs everywhere.
Yeah.
I wonder about some of that stuff about him because part of me just doesn't care. People give him shit about his personal life. I'm like, I don't really know anything about his. I don't think anybody really knows.
No.
People think they know, but they don't really. They
know who he's dating every now and again, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck really.
He does it well.
I mean, could turn out, down the line we'll find out mad shit, but I don't really care right now. Like, he's such a good actor that I'm just
let the guy live.
Do what you're doing, mate. Leo, we know you're watching because he got in touch with us about the audio on the 10 Things I Hate About You episode.
Every cunt and their cousin.
Mate,
Sasha, can you hear me?
It was a mistake. We know what the mistake was. Fuck up and move on.
Why would we bore you with the technical issues?
People, do you know the audio stuff? Aye. Listen, smell my asshole.
Go about your day.
Yeah. Get a straw and suck coke out of my asshole like Jordan Belfort, right? So, and I'm talking about the powder, not like don't pour over me. Yeah, don't pour over me. That's a just go with it reference. Chloe's just getting her coke ready there for the game. So truth be told, we're going to see Stand By Me is on in the cinema tonight. The day we're recording this, because they're doing Rob Reiner month down at Cineworld. So, we're on a clock here, so we've got to rake through this because also today I baked 8 loaves of sourdough bread. So things we've been pushed back, guys, by my creativity in the kitchen. We'll talk about that later in the Patreon advert. So anyway, yeah. So what was your one take again? Just give me out again.
This is
how he lives his life. So I was reading about the fact that a lot of people were like really pissy and pissed off about this movie when it came out, and I wrote that I think the people who got angry about this film were jealous of Jordan Belfort and everyone who was acting in this movie because it just looks like a fun time, a mad time. But also, my actual one take is this: Martin Scorsese is the master of the morally bankrupt hero. And like look at Goodfellas, where he makes you sympathize with a murdering bastard. This, where he makes you sympathize with a mad drug addict who's guilty of all sorts: domestic abuse, financial crime, ripping people off. Also The Irishman, where he makes you sympathize again with a brutal assassin, murdering bastard. I just think he's the best at
Oh,
doing these sorts of characters. You know, I think as well, obviously, like Breaking Bad is a brilliant TV show about a guy who's fucking morally bankrupt, but it's in movie form. Scorsese is the fucking man, so that's my one take. What do you think about that?
it's the briefest, most pleasant one take I've had off you.
I had other ones, but I've ended up putting them in throughout the podcast that I could have put into one take. I could have talked about Margot Robbie being an all timer in this, but I didn't because I was trying to keep my marriage alive.
Well,
Um,
no, here. Listen,
well, I know you fancy Leo, so it's fine.
no, any
Um,
woman who denies her beauty is a liar.
she's unbelievable in this film.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go for a quick ad read now, and then when we come back, we'll get stuck into watch history and all the rest of it. Over here at Back to the Features, we are all about doing movie nights at home. And why shouldn't you? You can't really have a movie night though, can you, without popcorn? So we've teamed up with our sponsors, Golden Popcorn, a company from Antrim. They make amazing cinema style hand cooked popcorn. They do sweet, salty, and sweet and salty. Great flavors, and they also make this stuff here called Gourmet Crunch. A great time. This is actually a bag and not an apron, but what are you going to do about it? The magic of TV. I would highly recommend these. We 74 calorie a bag Louisiana barbecue flavor ones. What we haven't done is eat all the ones they gave us and then stuff this multi-pack with a t-shirt of mine and sellotaped it. We haven't done that. So there was also cheese and onion, but they haven't survived the week. So anyway, I would highly recommend any of these products, especially if you're having a movie night at home. So go over to goldenpopcorn.com and check it out, see what you can find out there. They also sell these in all the major supermarkets here, so Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco, stock all of it. Very happy to partner with these guys. Thanks for sponsoring our podcast. So over at patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett Comedy, you will find all things related to what we're doing at the minute. There's a sister podcast to Back to the Features that comes out once a week over there on Thursdays called Take 5. It's another movie-based thing. It's more thematic in approach, less about one film at a time, guys. More about what themes are being explored, what tropes are. Anyway, listen, it's a whole thing. My stand-up specials are on there. The Grand Opera House specials coming soon. I was literally talking to Jonny about getting the audio fucking sorted. So that's coming very soon. One thing that we do over there that I love and was related to the sourdough shit I was talking about earlier is Smells Bitchin'. So we released loads of Smells Bitchin' on our YouTube that's free for everybody. So you can see those. It's me cooking and fucking things up in the kitchen. And you know what we do? We're not like other cookery shows, because say if I fuck something up, it gets served anyway. Because in real life, that's what happens in a restaurant. You fuck something up, you start again. Say in real life, when it's the only spaghetti you have in your house, you set fire to it in the Alleyway Olio video, you're eating it. You're eating it. So there's a load of videos there that you can see if you like them. You can see the freshest ones once a month over at patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Where in a recent video, I made sourdough bread from scratch, and I'm not over this. Some patron's mother accused me of getting starter from a bakery when I made it myself. Let me tell you what a sourdough starter is dead quick. Flour and water. So I can make that, can't I? So I'm not having that. I'm not over it. But anyway, I made 8 loaves today and I'm all biz. You get weekly updates on that Patreon as well. It's £4 a month plus VAT. So it's a great time. Please come over and join us and join the community. You can ask questions, leave comments, make suggestions. It's a great time. Thanks for listening to that. Let's move on. Let's move back, guys, to the Wolf of Wall Street.
What is your watch history?
So my watch history This is a great time. I may have talked about this before. By the way, fucking stick around today. I meant to say this. Stick around for any other business today because we asked some questions on Instagram asking people things like what was the worst thing they ever saw their boss doing? What's the worst movie to watch with your parents? Some unbelievable answers coming up, by the way.
Some
Like shit.
ones we can't even say they're that bad.
There's a couple of ones that like we could get done for libel probably, like if we published it. Other ones, it's one of those times where you go, well, there's going to be friendships and marriages made and broken over this bollocks. So people are mental, but it was a lot of fun reading your fucking mad confessions. We won't identify the guilty. Names have been changed to protect the innocent, right? So anyway, stick around for that. But my watch history with Wolf of Wall Street, I remember vividly. So when Scorsese or Tarantino or Michael Mann, and I think that might be it actually, but when those three directors definitely, and Martin McDonagh, when those directors have a new film coming out, I avoid news of it like the plague. Like I avoid it. I don't want to know what it is. I'll see the title. I didn't know what Killers of the Flower Moon was going to be about until I got there. It was great. It was a wee bit of a snore fest, to be fair, but it was just too long, right? But anyway, like when Tarantino had Inglourious Bastards coming out, I knew it was a World War II movie. Stop there. When he had Django coming out, I knew it was about slavery. It stopped there. I try to avoid it. I don't want to hear who's in it. I don't want to read into it too much. I just want to fucking go and absorb it, right? So when Scorsese had this coming out, I was like, well, that's obviously a finance. It's going to be a finance thing. Fucking knew DiCaprio was in it because he was all over a poster. Didn't know anything else about it. Hadn't heard of the book. Didn't know anything about it. Went and said to Kev, do you want to go see the new Scorsese? Yes. He goes, do you want to say to Dad? Because my dad would have gone to the cinema with us in these days. And he would have gone to see stuff like Scorsese stuff, right? And if there was like a James Bond or Mission Impossible, Dad would always go to that, right? So I go into the other room and I say to my dad, here, Dad, we're going to go and see Martin Scorsese's new film, Wolf of Wall Street. Do you fancy it? And he goes, do you know, I'm a bit tired, son. I think I'll leave it. Don't worry about it. You just go and have a good time. Right? No worries. You sure? Yep. You sure? 100%. Go and have a good time. We go and see it. 2 minutes and 43 seconds in, Leonardo DiCaprio is snorting coke out of a hooker's asshole. So I can't say enough. I literally remember going, and turning around to Kevin going, oh my God, thank God. Thank God Dad's not here. Because it would, mate, that would have been, it would be a horrific movie to watch for your folks. How many
old women went to see this and left when they realised that it wasn't about finance?
Was it as many people as came to see me thinking they were going to see Phantom of the Opera, and then I come out and start singing about people's dicks? Like, mate, I can't believe how unhinged this film is at times. But
it's
like,
amazing.
It is amazing, but it's like, there's some parts that are absolutely grim as fuck. And I remember being like, thank God he didn't come to see that with us. And we came home and he was like, well, how was it? And I was like, it was amazing, but never watch it. And if you do, certainly never open your mouth to me about it because I don't want it. And then I would say since then, maybe a twice a year movie for us, wouldn't it be? Like, I wrote down here, I feel like we tend to watch this when we want to watch something slightly more serious than, say, like a 10 Things or a John Tucker, but like less than, you know, I don't want to watch The Departed or something. I want, or Goodfellas. I want to laugh, yeah. but I want a thinking man's laugh.
It actually made me laugh out loud more than I remember watching it again last night.
Yeah, it was really funny. Like, there's so many great bits of acting, great actors in it. So like, and there's a lot of improv. There's loads of stuff that has that off the cuff energy, but Scorsese's a boss at like selecting the bits and knowing when to get out, you know. What's your watch history?
I remember that nobody wanted to go see it. And
this was BC, wasn't it? Before Kerry. So
what year? 2013.
13, yeah. So we hadn't
2 years
met. Yeah.
Before
we've met, yeah.
I remember putting out a Facebook post being like, does anybody want to see this, please?
You're fucking tragic.
I know.
A Facebook post going, does anybody want to go cinema with me? Please.
And I don't even remember if I went to see it in the cinema then. But mate, I love the film. Mate, My memory is so bad.
Just generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember what I did yesterday, let alone 2013. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I actually don't even remember if I ever went to see it in the cinema.
Right.
But I love it.
But you remember the tragedy of putting a Facebook post
I
out
do.
about that?
Well, yeah, it's burnt in there.
Chloe Bartlett is. Do you remember those? Remember when all your what do you call it? Everybody did their wall posts, their status updates, being like Ciaran Bartlett is.
Yes.
You know.
I do remember the one.
Fucking fantastic.
Chloe is in the hospital, and a wee bandaged emoji. And you're like, but don't say why.
DM me, babes.
And please. Oh my goodness! Hope
I'm
you're
just
all right.
Chloe Bartlett's feeling sorry for herself in A&E. 2:04 a.m. on a Saturday night. Oh, you melt. I remember.
You're all right if you had time to update your Facebook.
I made a man text me the other day about this thing that he used to do on Facebook, which was unbelievable. And this was a great. I feel like he must have been a couple of pints into something because he texted me about 12:30 or something on Saturday night saying, and it just out of context, we hadn't spoken in a couple of weeks, so there was nothing in the chat leading up to this, and he just goes, social media peaked with, and he wrote this thing where he used to go on, like, remember when it used to say, like, if you'd become friends with somebody, it would go like, Ciaran Bartlett's now friends with, at that time, Chloe Hodgins, right? And it would say it like that. See if you befriended a girl and it was in the time when you could comment on it, he would write on it on everything. He was aggressive as fuck with us. He would write on it, is this a girl you were telling me about, Ciaran? Oh, good for you, mate. She's great. Or something. You'd be like, you're a fucking knob. And he did it one time whenever it was a cousin of mine who had a different surname, had added me, and he's like, oh, is this a girl you're telling me about? She seems special. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. That's my cousin. Now she thinks I'm weird. Like, and then we used to do a thing to each other called aggressive liking, which was like a girl comments on a post on your thing. Like it, you comment on a girl's post, like it, just checking in on each other. We were cool. We were really cool guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So.
And you felt sorry for me? What is your un-IMD believable?
Mate, I have loads of these.
Can I
have a
please
ton
start?
of trivia. Yeah, start. Yeah. Sorry, on IMDb believable. This is when we talk about the trivia of this film. Just let me say this because I normally put this in earlier, but I moved it late. To suit you because I know you don't like me starting off with it. No, you don't like it out of context. This movie was made for $100 million. It was independently financed. It made $407 million. So that's a great return over 4 times.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know what baffles me? When you hear stories about people at the magnitude of Scorsese having trouble getting finance for a movie.
I know. It's
You're
fucking.
Like, what even is that?
I don't know what it is, but I suspect that with him it's because I would suspect that it's because a good 20, maybe even 30 or 40 million on it is just Leo, right? That's his money.
25 to be precise.
Right, okay, 25, right? So a quarter of that's his. Then I would also suggest that Scorsese takes quite a nice wee piece of that, but then I think another reason why he might have issues getting finance for it is because they are art films. That there is a chance to, like, between this and like The Irishman, he did make Silence with Liam Neeson, the Jesuit priest movie in the jungle. I've seen it. It is a good movie. And he was trying to make it for like 30 years, but it is good. But it's never going to have the return of something like this. But
No.
When you think after reading this script that you would know it's going to be like a modern fucking business-based Goodfellas and it's going to do amazing business. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, tell us your trivia.
To snort coke, Jonah Hill crushed up vitamin B pills.
Mental.
And he snorted so much that he was hospitalized. He got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, mate, you had that before? It's shit.
It's so bad.
It's so shit.
So bad.
Chloe got that. Chloe got bronchitis when we got crop dusted, essentially, when we were doing Route 66. So we're going through Oklahoma. This is like 2017. We spunked every penny that we had on a once of a lifetime trip to do Route 66. And like she was feeling sick and coughing and finding it hard to breathe. And I'm going, you'll be grand. You've a cold. And she's like, no, I think I need to go to the hospital. And I will never forget stopping at the nearest hospital to where we were and going in, and the lady behind the desk was Native American. And I said, listen, my wife would think she might have like some kind of respiratory infection because she can't breathe properly and she's really struggling. She's coughing a lot and it doesn't seem like a normal cold. It's not going away. And she goes, you Native American? And I went, do I look Native American? Right? And she fucking hated that. And the security guard came over, also Native American. He was like, if you're not Native American, you need to get out of this hospital right now. And we were like, sorry, had no idea. Can you tell me where another hospital is? And he was like, no.
That's right.
Do you remember?
We ended
Just
up
went,
in, we
no.
ended up in like some clinic
Yeah.
where she had to evaluate my clothes.
Yeah, there
what
was
way I was
we could
presented.
see the form that she was filling out, and a huge bit of it was, what does this person look like? Do they look like they'll be trouble? Like, have they got shoes on? And we were like, oh my
mental.
god, because you know what to say, no shoes, violent cunt. So in America, it's like no shirt, no shoes, no service, and we were like, well, that's fine, but we're wearing clothes anyway, mate.
My next favorite bit of trivia
Sorry,
is
got off topic there.
the first sex scene between Leo and Margot. When the dog jumps up and she goes, "Fuck off, Rocky."
I hate the way she says that.
They had to put chicken livers in between his toes to get the dog to do that.
Sexy. Oh, mate, that's fucking disgusting.
I wouldn't even lick a liver out of your toes, Leo. I'm not saying something.
She'd like a jam out of mine, though. She doesn't mind that. But there's 569 uses of the word fuck in this movie, which is quite a lot.
I love that.
Yeah, quite a lot. Like, there's also
I wonder, has anybody ever done that with any of your sets? How many times did you drop a C-bomb, or how many times did you say?
Definitely, there would have been times.
Unbelievable.
See, when you're slagging me for swearing, I'll take it. But when you're slagging me for stuff that I say,
for his filler words,
you're a fucking asshole.
Now, hold on, mate.
What?
That's true, Bill. Because people that
I know
used
it's
to
true,
edit
Bill.
your videos years ago
I know.
even mentioned it.
No, but I'm wondering why you're mentioning it now, making a
Because
knob out of me.
it's true. It's a wee trivia about Kerry.
There's loads of things that are true that we don't talk about on the podcast. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm above it. Do you know what? I don't like that.
A real goldfish was used in the part where Donnie takes out of the thing, and there was like animal rights people on set.
That's another reason why people were going apeshit about this film, is because of animal rights. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, please. It's a goldfish. Not that you can kill as many as you want.
Oh, listen to Chloe sinking us here with Peter. We're going to have fucking chicken livers being thrown at the house. Fuck's sake. We probably won't. They'll be made out of corn, won't they? Cause
he was allowed to use a real one, though, and keep it in his mouth for 3 seconds.
I read that 3 seconds at a time. Is it the goldfish is getting fucking waterboarded? That's what that is for a goldfish. See, I used to keep fish, right? And well, I say I kept them. They were my dad's, but I became, you know what I'm like. Anything that's like that's near me, I'm like.
If he fed one, he had to feed the other, you know?
I was good English. So I would, if he fed one, he had to feed the other. No.
If you hurt one, you have to hurt the other.
You're a wee dick. My dad had like a big fish tank. It was for tropical fish, and I fucking loved it. And I looked after them, and I helped them clean it. And I loved that, right? And so
you wouldn't want anyone pretend to eat them for 3 seconds.
Nah, it is a bit rare. Like I think there's with technology now, there's ways and means. He could have used a fucking wee rubbery fish and dropped that in his mouth, like a wee latex one or something.
See the animal rights people? I love animals, right?
Just imagine that though. That'd be like going in Jaws. The shark was able to put fucking what's your man's name? Shaw.
Quint.
Quint. Aye. He was allowed to put Quint in his mouth for 3 seconds at a time. Do you think a person would want that? I'm going in this shark's mouth for 3 seconds.
That's not the same thing.
I think it is.
My favorite bit of trivia isn't even about this movie regarding animal rights. Is the first one that I totally messed up and missed out was the Shawshank one.
Right.
Where there was the American Humane Society was on set for Shawshank because they wanted a maggot that had died of natural causes to be fed to Jake. And I'm like, what do you think they're eating out in the wild?
I will not stand for the euthanized maggots being used in like, movies.
Mate, that's
in
obscene.
In the movie License to Kill, a guy, what do you call him? James Bond, Timothy Dalton, smacks some cunt and throws him into a big drawer full of maggots. Presumably he dies, and they look real. Like,
it's insane. Anyway,
I also have that. It was not nominated for 5 Oscars. It didn't win any, which is ludicrous. It lost Best Movie to 12 Years a Slave, and which is pretty ludicrous. Like, have you seen 12 Years a Slave?
No.
I've seen it twice. I'll probably never watch it again. I watch this movie twice a year. Maybe that's a taste thing, but DiCaprio lost to Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. Again, I wouldn't have gone that way, but McConaughey did deserve something for that. He's unbelievable in that film, but it's a movie, again, you watch it once or twice, you're probably done with it. I don't think it's a rewatch sort of movie. This was funded a lot by very dodgy money. Did you read about this? So So it was $100 million, millions and millions of that, including a $9 million advance to get the movie started. Was all from these dodgy people, these Asian investors invest in very dodgy money. And it was investigated. And all, and found that like loads of it was illegal. One of them did time and all for weird finance stuff and all. So, but I also read
the irony.
I know DiCaprio.
A film about
fraud.
Yeah.
DiCaprio said that he felt like the reason why the film was so edgy and they were able to basically do whatever the fuck they wanted was because it was independently financed. So it wasn't financed by a studio or somebody like that who would then have creative input, you know. There's a really loud, weird noise happening outside here. Is that thunder or don't know? But you can see, like, look at the fair. You know, the nuclear war has just begun. So.
I didn't realize how prudish. I know this is gonna sound mental. This isn't the worst I've seen in a film. They nearly lost finance over sexual content.
I know that they cut some stuff out that's more graphic than what's in it, but really? It's pretty graphic for a movie that's going to be in the cinema. Like it is. Like it's not a porno.
Am I desensitized?
Chloe's desensitized from all the fucking dirt she used to watch. BC. So she doesn't need it anymore. Anyway, so
can't get onto it anymore.
Bo Dietl, another good bit of I can't get onto it. Amazing. We'll have to use Kev's login. He was a day one porn passport man. So that's yeah, it's a great phrase. Don't use that. I'm gonna use that when I eventually get back doing stand up. Anyway, Bo Dietl, Bo Dietl plays Bo Dietl in this movie. So he was a real life super cop in New York, and then became a real life private investigator for celebrities and rich people. And he's actually in Goodfellas as well. He's the guy who arrests Ray Liotta in Goodfellas outside the house. Don't fucking move, right? And he's the guy in this. He's the PI who tells DiCaprio not to talk to the FBI. Definitely don't bug their phones. Great. He's actually one of those people that when he is just being himself, he's movie worthy. Like, do you know what I mean?
In One Battle After Another, that's real police officers that are arresting
Benicio.
Yeah, when he does the dance.
Yeah, so funny.
And it's always better.
It is, yeah.
And
there's some great instances of this. Do you know who's real in Goodfellas as well? You know the guy, the witness protection guy, that basically says, you know, great if you can come with him and it makes him a better witness, but ultimately we don't give a fuck about you, Ciaran. Like, you know what I mean? And he's like, don't sell me a hooker with a heart of gold, sort of shit.
What's the film you'd said to me, and it was the first time I'd ever known that people even do that?
Beverly Hills Cop, probably with Gil Hill.
That's right.
Yeah, with he's Axel Foley. Yeah, he's Axel Foley's boss. Yeah, amazing. Inspector Todd, and he's fucking unbelievable. Is that fucking Foley in here? Yes. Anyway,
I have some mental could have beens.
Oh yeah, give me them. I love casting possibilities.
So I'm ranking them least mental to most mental.
Right. Okay.
So reserve your reaction.
Right.
To
Okay.
The last one.
I'll build it. I'll edge it.
I was reading this last night and I lost my shit.
Right.
Lost my shit. Right. Julie Andrews for Aunt Emma.
I read that one.
Peace. Blake Lively.
She was getting an ankle replacement and couldn't do it. Go ahead. Mary Pop Out.
Who even knew you could get an ankle replaced?
Did you get that?
What?
Mary Pop Out. There it is. Oh, my wee ankle's gone. It's away. I'll just give you a wee pop-ins here. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Blake Lively or Amber Heard instead of Margot Robbie? No.
Nightmare.
Never.
Nightmare.
Gordon Joseph Levitt for Donny. Do you think he could have done it?
Joseph Gordon Levitt could have done it. What did I say? Gordon Joseph Levitt. Wee Gordy Levitt. He could have done that, but I don't think it's as funny. It's nowhere near as funny. I don't think he's as comedy forward as
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, obviously.
No. The last two. Brad Pitt or Mark Wahlberg instead of Leo.
No. Can you imagine Mark Wahlberg doing that? Fucking any of those speeches? No. Brad Pitt could have done that. Brad Pitt could have done that.
Serious?
Yes, Brad Pitt is good enough to do this. He's good enough. What, you don't think he's good enough?
I love him in Inglourious. But I don't.
Moneyball. I know you won't watch Moneyball. He's fucking unbelievable in Money. Like, please watch Moneyball with me soon. It's fucking brilliant, and you'll enjoy it. You don't need. Sometimes I think your fear of these films is you go, I don't know anything about baseball. I'm like, you don't really need to know anything about baseball. It tells you everything you need to know. It's amazing.
There's a lot of stock talk and like
Not
jargon.
Moneyball. Moneyball's baseball. You're thinking of The Big Short.
The Big Short.
The Big Short. Another excellent, funny film that you won't give a chance to.
I don't understand it.
You don't need to.
I can't enjoy it.
They even joke about the fact that nobody understands it in the movie. You don't. Anyway, no. Brad, if you're out there, I know he'd also been in touch saying about how Chloe jumps in and tells secrets of mine, or calls me out on, my
secrets have I told?
My filler words, tells stuff like that. You told everybody in the Waterfront Hall one night about me fucking shite my monks and washing them in the sink. So anyway, if you didn't see that, it'll be on Patreon soon. So get on over to patreon.com/CiaranBartlettComedy. Anyway, Margot Robbie really slapped DiCaprio in her audition. Got lost in the scene and slapped them, and they were like, "Right, she's a girl for us."
If you haven't heard it already, Margot Robbie is on Smartless with Jason Bateman and all, right?
Good and episode.
She talks about going in for this audition where she showed up and the lady at the desk was like, "What are you wearing?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Go away. Go buy a really tight dress, high heels, do anything. Don't come back until you have those clothes." And she was like, "Right, did it." And then
she'd shown up in a pair of sweats or something, hadn't she? Literally.
I'll not even spoil it. You have to listen to it. It's an excellent interview.
This one disgusts me, and this is money chat. Jonah Hill got 60 grand to be in this film. Now, in the grand scheme of your life, most people would go 60 grand for a few months' work is pretty great. 60 grand for being the second lead in a fucking movie that made 407 million is disgusting. But he took Screen Actors Guild minimum, which is...
He did the same for Tarantino as well, didn't he?
I know, but in that, he's in it for a tiny minute. He's in it for a couple of minutes. This is fucking... He's the second lead in this film,
the show after DiCaprio, absolutely.
Anyway, it got fucking ludicrous. I also read a thing about Margot that she insisted on being naked in that scene. That offered her like a silky robe, and she said that her character's currency in this world was her body, so she should be in the nip. And I happen to remember that Kev was delighted.
Oh,
I just don't remember. I remember that. I remember that.
But do you know what I found?
Kev just disappeared in a. I think the investigators described it as a mist of jizz in the cinema when she came on screen.
Apparently Hugh Hefner was so impressed with her in the film that he sent his people to ask her would she pose for them in an episode of Playboy or an issue of Playboy, and she said no, she'd put her family through enough. Mental.
What you also don't know right now, but I know, is Chloe is sitting here like she's on a Playboy shoot, because from here down in the buff, like, well, she has her cacks on, but you know what I mean. Anyway, do you know what?
Not explained.
It gets very warm in this room. There's nothing we can do about it.
Do you ever feel like you get more sweaty without clothes on?
Yep.
Not just innuendo-y, but
I'll give you a quick sentence here. I stick to myself. There you go. One or two last ones here for trivia. It took them 27 takes for Leo to kiss Aunt Emma, Joanna Lumley, because he was nervous, and I'm like, because he's near had anything that old near his bake before. It was also his idea to open the door with his foot, and they did that in one take. John Bernthal, when he punches Donnie, actually broke those prosthetic teeth. He actually hit him too hard and broke the teeth out of his mouth, which is fucking mental. Jonah Hill had a fucking rough time on this, to be fair. And last one, this is a good one. There's a lot of weird edits and purposeful continuity mistakes and weird camera movements in scenes after drug use, because it's supposed to mimic his memory being fucked up of these events. So that's unbelievable from Scorsese.
Look out for that next time.
So let's move on now to the Pizza Crew. Pizza Crew Oscar clips. This is when we discuss our favorite pizza and also our favorite moments in this movie. Get over to the Pizza Crew app, check them out. If you're having a wee movie night, great time to get a pizza. Order on the app if you can. If not, go to any of the stores they have. So they have Andytown Road, Antrim Road, Ormo Road, and there's a store in Lisburn as well. Great pizza. They do dirty curly fries as well. Is that what you were going to say? Oh no.
Cheesy garlic dough balls. Change your life.
They're a great old time. So check that out over Pizza Crew. My favorite bit, then I'll start with one anyway. Actually, I'll start with two. My two favorite bits in the first sort of hour or so of this film is Matthew McConaughey. Everything with him, like those scenes in, especially the sort of lunch that they have, and then the first pink sheet sale that he makes when DiCaprio has lost the job and he goes to Investor Center and he talks to Spike Jonze, and then when he's like, if you'll never sell any of this, it's shit, it's penny stocks, and then when he makes that sale. And they're all just looking at him, and Ethan Suplee is like, "How the fuck did you do that?" And you're like, "Oh my god, that bit is awesome!" Like that's my two favorite bits out of the start.
My number one favorite part in this is McConaughey's bits.
Yeah,
he absolutely
steals it.
That scene, which is meant to be in the World Trade Center.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is it? I didn't know. Right.
And I love the trivia about, when he starts beating his chest, DiCaprio sort of looks off to the side and he's like, what the fuck is going on here? And then he joins in too.
Yeah, because it wasn't scripted or anything. And then see that whole bit with him.
Yeah.
Just on everything he's talking about, it's all above your head, acidic mustard shit. That's so funny.
Especially because you're watching, when I was watching it last night, I'm going, it's so different to what you think McConaughey is.
Yeah.
Like, I knew him from The Wedding Planner. And I love that film.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what he's awesome in? His first really big movie role, A Time to Kill.
Yes. Yeah. And
yes.
Do you know, I forgot about that because he said he stopped working for 2 years because he wasn't being offered serious roles and he wanted to.
He was in a couple of...
He was typecast as like the guy next door, and
all right. Well, he was in that Fool's Gold with Kate Hudson that we watched. That was okay. That weird underwater archaeology romance movie. There's something you never thought you would say. Also, Failure to Launch. Remember that one? Who was that? Was that SJP in
That's
that?
Right.
Or?
Yeah. But after the 2 years, he started getting offers then, and he ended up winning, obviously, awards for The Lincoln Lawyer and Dallas Buyers Club. So it all worked out for him. So it was good to know or find out that was...
This weirder character is right in the middle of that. You know, he's amazing in season 1 of True Detective as well. Another couple of favorite scenes. I love the scene with the FBI on the boat. I love that. I love the scene when he meets Naomi at the party. The Donnie and the Steve Madden stuff. All that fucking hilarious. DiCaprio's speeches. All of the speeches and the times when he breaks the fourth wall and just looks straight into the camera and talks directly to the audience. I love all that. Another... I love the scene when Donnie fucks him over. I love that with the page, the way that's done, and then he knows that they slide that across to him in the wee evidence bag in the room, and you're like, oh Donnie, you absolute cunt. Yeah. So I mean, oh sorry, I forgot. This might actually be my favorite scene. This might be my favorite scene. DiCaprio's not even in it. The scene when John Bernthal gets arrested. I fucking love that scene. So him and Donnie, he has smacked Donnie before, and they're cracking up each other, and then he gets Donnie to come meet him, and Donnie pretends to be high, and he's raging at him, and then he's not high, and then he really slappers at him, and he insults his wife very egregiously, and then they're about to fight, and the police are watching them, and the police get out of the car because it looks like a gangster is robbing a businessman of all this briefcase of money, and he tosses the he loses the briefcase, and he tosses his gun. See, and we're gonna do it in wonder quotes, but see that bit when he just screams, it's so real, and that all leads into the whole big section then of Donnie being at the house with the lemon ludes and all. Oh my god, that also the scene when he opens the thing with his feet is unbelievable.
Yeah. We started watching that His and Hers on Netflix, that new crime
John
thing.
Bernthal crime show, yeah.
And
it was good. He's good in it. I don't love the show. I like him though. Sorry to cut across you there. Sorry.
I remember sitting watching it, and Kiri goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I went, "Yeah, sorta. I recognize him."
Yeah, because we'd seen him in The Accountant. We look at it.
And you go, "That's Brad from Wolf of Wall Street." And I went, "No, it fucking isn't. No, it isn't." Like, I couldn't even believe it was the same person.
Yeah.
And watching it again last night, just his mannerisms, the tan, the way they've done his hair and his mustache. He is a totally different person.
I've got a couple. I don't want to spoil wonder quotes because I have a couple of his in this, but also he has a great podcast of his own. You can watch. You can check it out. he's one of those actors that I think is sort of underrated, and people are like, they probably know who he is, but they maybe don't know his name, or they don't know everything he's been in, or they've seen him and stuff the way you have and didn't know he's that guy from Wolf of Wall Street, but he's also the brother in the two accounting movies. He's also in Fury with Brad Pitt. And is it the, I don't want to fuck us up, I think it's the Punisher that he does as well, but like, he's unbelievable in this, and he's not in it a ton because he's a sort of smaller character, but every scene he's in, I think he's brilliant. Really good actor. So what is your, if you're picking one bit, are you picking the McConaughey lunch then?
Yeah.
If I was picking one bit that isn't that, because that's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie as well. But if I was just giving a secondary opinion,
sure,
it's Bernthal's arrest. Brad's arrest with Donnie is fucking unbelievable. Yeah. So that's our Oscar clips for this week. So thanks a million to Pizza Crew for sponsoring that section. I mean, I'd be lying as well if I said, you know, Margot strolling about, you know, in the buff. That's not on the list here, but I mean, it could have been. It could have been its own list, but that's not. It's a family show. So I love that people have started giving me shit for that, because every now and again I'll say it's a family show. I feel like conceivably you could watch this with your family if you wanted. It would be less awkward than watching Wolf of Wall Street with your family. I mean, they. By the way, say if your kids are over 7 and they're out in the street, they're hearing swearing. So fuck up as well. Do you know what I mean?
Apparently, that was one of the things Leonardo DiCaprio said about the film, was he would have tiny kids coming up to him going, "Oh, I loved you in the Wolf of Wall Street," and he going, "What age are you?
That's mental.
Why have you seen this?"
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be showing that movie to kids. Like, it's no, definitely.
My goodness.
Do you know what else as well?
Some adults couldn't handle it. Never mind.
I've somehow moved all my options to the other side of my. That doesn't matter, but on my wee writing pad, and I'm gonna have to get that to go back, or else I'll freak out later. So I'll have to work out how to do that.
If he has it on one side, he has to have it on the other. Razzie reel.
You're funny, so you are. You ever see that scene in True Lies when Arnold Schwarzenegger's just driving with Bill Paxton? He just goes like that's how fast it is. Not that I would condone violence. The Razzie reel, a vidoof is good in it. You love the noise, vidoof.
Dish.
A dish and a vidoof.
That stabby thing that Seagal does.
Seagal. There it is.
Goodness.
Stabby. That's from Executive Decision, an awful stab scene at the start of it. Razzie reels, this is when we talk about the bits that we would cut, the stuff that, like, not even that we'd cut, that's director's cut. This is the bits, our least favorite bits, the bits that you're like, bits you don't want to watch. For me, bits where you're like, So I have 3 of these, because I think some of this will cover a bit. I want to talk about this more in director's cut, about things I would take away. But I think everything that's there is good. I just think there's too much. So things that I don't like. One is Jordan's assistant. I can't remember her name. She has about 2 or 3 little scenes. There's one where she comes in just going, Jordan. I don't like that. She does the bit where she screams at people that are trying to get a job there, and she does a bit where she screams at Donnie. And that's like, it's one note for her, but also, like, I feel like if you stand out as being over the top in this film, you're like in a fucking panto, like, do you know what I mean? Because you're so over. Like, this is already over the top performance wise. There's a lot of big faces in this movie, a lot of like huge facial reactions, huge shouting, and she still stands out as being like, if everyone else is at 100, she's doing fucking 150, and you're like, will you fuck up a minute? Like, I don't like that character. Do you have any for this?
My number one, I would rather not see this ever again, is the pink sheets scene. Where he says...
to act her?
Where Jordan says, the pink sheets are the skanks, you're going to need a penicillin shot after. Mate, what is that audition process?
How do you get a role like that?
Come in and be a brute?
Come in and be the woman that we're all riding, but we're all disgusted at each other. You're a joke. Anyway, that's, yeah.
A bogger is a better word. I don't know why I said brute.
I don't think you wouldn't be happy being called either, to be fair, would you? But
no.
I mean,
is there not
imagine?
Is there a man's deodorant or aftershave called brute?
Brute, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's not the right word you want.
It's like a pound shop deodorant. Like, do you know what I mean? It's stinking. It's famously stinking.
Yeah,
but do you know what it is? It's the can of spray that your PE teacher keeps in the changing rooms in case somebody's a stinking cunt and they just want to cover them in something to fucking save everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What about or you get you forget your towel and your kit's stinking, so you can't dry yourself with your kit. So they'll hand you a brute and go, well, you may spray it on yourself, son, because you're gonna fucking smell like a foot for the next 4 hours. Anyway, what about just PE trauma here? What about Donnie choking on the ham? I'm not saying it's a bad scene. It's fucking hard to watch. I hate it. I hate watching that scene.
Somebody said
it goes on for ages.
Somebody said on IMDb that it was a very realistic portrayal of somebody choking, because if you are actually choking, there's no
noise.
You can't breathe, can't make a noise,
yeah.
nothing. It's just, I can't even watch that. I hate
it's awful.
I hate, and that scene in Inglourious Bastards as well, where Christoph Waltz is choking Diane Kruger. That it's I don't know why it's just very uncomfortable to look at.
If I was making one little Razzie real complaint here that isn't related to the ham scene, there's a lot of drug use in the movie, and I'm just going, right, they did drugs. Do we need it in every single scene?
Yeah. Did you not listen to McConaughey?
Yeah.
It's every day.
No, I get it.
Every day, all day.
I get it. I get it, though.
You don't, because you don't like how much it is. It's a film about drugs.
I know, but I'm going...
There's too much for you.
Saving Private Ryan's a movie about World War II, but, like, somebody doesn't die in every scene. It's peaks and troughs, love. Peaks and troughs.
And does it not?
Not really, like. It's just all a peak. It's just one big peak.
Right.
Anyway, sorry for having an opinion, guys. Listen, next week it's just going to be Chloe here, because I'm quitting again because of the way I'm getting talked to. But anyway.
Much like the choking scene, I hate watching him struggle while he's strapped into the seatplane. Because that feeling of claustrophobia.
Some people would call it a plane seat, but anyway.
What did I say?
A seat plane.
What the fuck is that all about?
I don't know. It's the Irn here.
Reversion.
I'm just glad I was able to fucking cigar you on my way past.
He takes it when he can.
That's what she said.
The yacht sinking I find hard to watch, only because it gets a wee bit too serious.
It is quite serious.
And when Donnie...
it's all about drugs, so...
Fuck. When Donnie goes, I don't want to die, Jordan. I've done a lot of really bad shit.
Yeah.
Mate, that gives me chills.
I know. Does he say he's going to hell? Does he say that?
I think he says something about going to hell.
Yeah, oh
but that's screaming at somebody, I don't want to die, and then knowing that they might. And doesn't he say,
DiCaprio says, go and get the ludes because he won't die sober? That scene is brutal, to be fair. It might also be the worst. Well, I have it for later as well. There's a couple of effects in that scene that I want to talk about. But if you were, so what's your ultimate worst Razzie reel bit? Your number one?
Watching that girl have sex. It's awful.
So
sorry, watching them have sex with her. Rather.
I think it's funny. So I'm gonna say for me, it's the ham scene is the worst bit. Yeah. I mean, you could say both of them are ham scenes. Too much meat. So, so shall we move on to our Irn Bru sponsored Wonder Quote section? Maybe you're feeling a wee bit parched before or after saying a load of lines out of a movie. You might want to get yourself a wee drink. Try Irn Bru Zero, 85p a can. Fucking love it.
I'm so impressed by that still.
It's kind. I don't want to say this word because it is called Irn Bru Zero, but it's basically like, or Irn Bru X. Sorry, but it's like zero. It's like fucking like diet Irn Bru, isn't it? Like sugar free Irn Bru.
I don't know where you were going with that, love. You started saying the wrong
You're
words.
You're one slobber a day. Mouth. I know where you're going with that, love. See, I gave you sympathy, you know, when you dropped your phone on your foot like a stupid dick earlier. Now you're fucking. Anyway, do you want sympathy removed? Here we go. It's back. I eat the sympathy.
I had one of the first nights that we got this with a glass of ice. 10 out of 10.
Thanks, Irn Bru, for sponsoring the podcast. Sorry for trying to talk about the product a wee bit. Chloe wouldn't let me. So anyway, Wonder Quotes. This is when we talk about our favorite lines and I close them out. I actually have too many here. Like
Benny fucking Hanna.
I have 2 pages of notes here.
Right, well, let's shit through them.
Cunt, cock, asshole. Anyway,
you jerk off. Those are rookie numbers.
What's Fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy. Very does. Fucking the martini speech. It's too long probably to do it, but it's along the lines of Hector, you know the name. You know the game here, Hector. Something like that, isn't it? And then he's like, bring me 2 absolute vodka martinis. You know the way I like them, straight up. And then 7.5 minutes later, you're going to bring us 2 more. And then 5 minutes after that, you're going to bring us 2 more. And then 2 more after that every 5 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out. Yeah. Amazing. That wasn't bad. That's not bad.
Imagine wouldn't that be great if your boss was like that? Come on, we'll get steaming at lunch.
Because they're fucking addicted. Great line.
Who? What are you, fucking owl?
You got to feed the geese. Keep the blood flowing.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
When you get really good at it, you'll be struggling. You'll be thinking about money.
Steve Madden.
Steve. No, it's not really like that. Her father is the brother of my mom. I'm not gonna let one of these assholes fuck my cousin. You know, like out of respect.
The only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more.
Amazing. Hey Ma, we got chicken or what? Great. Oh, I love this. I will teach each and every one of you to be Captain fucking Ahab. Who? From the book, motherfucker. From the book. Turn your fucking brain on. I love that. I love turn your fucking brain on. Great.
Show me a pay stub for $72,000 right now, and I work for you. Quit my job and I work for you.
She's already got C cups, but now she wants double fucking D's. Unreal.
I fucking love you, Jordan.
Fuck! Who has the gall to call this house on a Tuesday night? Hello?
Get the loot.
I've never been a fan of the... I've never really been a fan of the Bush, to be honest. Oh, really? I don't mind it. Rob Reiner, R.I.P. What else have I got here? I would let that girl give me fucking AIDS. That's such a funny line. So grim.
Yes, we want you to rat. That's exactly what we want you to do. To rat.
That's a great line as well. Can you say that again? Exactly how you just said it. Just like that. Love that. You've got my money taped to your tits, sweetheart, so technically you do work for me. Oh, I have to do it. Hang on. Know what I call them? Fun coupons. That's why I throw money about. Hilfe! Hilfe! I think it's time you both get the fuck off my boat. Love that. I'm a dirty little birdie. Don't you fucking dare. The whole, you will be telephone fucking terrorists. I remember when we did a video to promote, was that for the SSE?
Yeah.
I rewrote this speech in fucking
Ulster
Hall. Jesus Christ. Now you're going back, Chloe. Right back into the days. Oh, I have one or two more. I have, oh fuck's sake. I definitely have another two. Hang on. Oh no, I can't see them anymore. Oh, you're such a knob. Well, you asked me to do this one, and I don't know if I can without peeking the audio. But you want it? Do you want my?
I'll come back from.
Do you want my John Bernthal getting arrested, where he just goes, "Ah!" Sorry if that blew your speakers out, but there it is. Rage. It's a rage scream. I hope our neighbors are probably wondering what the fuck's going on in here. Probably think it's a wee bit early. Fat. I normally wait until after 6 or 7 at night. It's normally around dinner time when he shouts like that. What's your favorite line then? If you were just picking one, like a takeaway line from this. Fairy dust is something we say all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. The one you say, the woman says during his big speech.
Yeah, we always say that. I fucking love you, Jordan.
I fucking love you, Jordan. Fuck off, Rocky.
Bad dog.
Oh, was all this legal? Absolutely fucking not. Love that. There's definitely other lines in this. There's loads in those speeches, but they're just too long to do for one of their quotes. There's so many big long speeches, and like, you know, so there's the one he does, the Steve Madden speech, and then the "I'm not fucking leaving." That's a good one. I love Rob Reiner. For me, one of my favorite lines in the whole thing is, "Who has the gall to call his house on a Tuesday night?" I love that from him. If I was picking one line from the whole movie, it's telephone. I want you to be telephone fucking terrorists. That's unbelievable. I think
it is.
What did you say yours was? Your
I don't
favorite?
think it did.
Oh, did you not?
I just saying we always do the
Oh.
fairy dust and.
I fucking love you,
Yeah.
Jordan. Okay. Well, that's all really for Wonder Quotes. A lot of great lines in this.
The whole script.
It's a joke.
Let's be honest.
It's a joke.
Fucking start to finish.
There's so many funny bits. So many funny, like even.
Oh, please do your wee guy in the first accountancy place.
That's one. That's one. So he it's also slightly physical. Here, hold that. So where he goes.
What about your writing pad?
Thank you. We're back. We're vibing again, guys. For now. So the guy who says, if you sell $10,000 of this stock, I will personally give you a blowjob for free, and I hope it happens. That's the wee, and I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so good. Spike Jones. I don't know how you say it. He's great. That's actually probably the funniest line in the whole film, to be fair.
It is great. It really made me
Donnie has loads of great lines too. All that stuff about the cousin and all is fucking really funny. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna fuck my cousin out of respect.
Out of respect. Amazing. She grew up hot. Fucking unreal.
That's so...
Oh, I have another Donnie one. A new issue day!
Amazing.
Thank you. A cocksucking motherfucking new issue day! Hey everybody, this is what happens when you fuck with your pets. A new issue day. Anyway.
3 seconds.
Yep, 3 seconds at a time. Right. Well, that's the end of Wonder Quotes for this week. Thanks a million to Irn Bru for sponsoring that. Irn Bru Zero. Check it out now. Available in all good stores near you. Get your energy up. It's a nice wee drink. Anyway, so let's move on to director's cuts. So this is stuff that you would cut or add. Who would you most want to play? Pitch me a sequel. I think the roles that I would most want to play in this, I would love. I couldn't do it because I don't have the physique, and he's meant to be like a guy who sits doing weights all the time on his back. But I would love to play Bernthal's role in this, for the shouting and the punching and the fun of that character. But I think I could do Spike Jonze's role as Dwayne, that guy, the blowjob guy. I could do that role. Like, that's a funny, like, you're there again. My favorite type of role to be in a movie, by the way. Just casting directors, if you're watching, you think we need a hairy Irish guy with a bit of girth. Cast me as a role where I'm there for a day. I do a couple of lines, steal the show, and I leave. Love that. Leave them.
What I heard there was you want to shout, punch people, and offer other men blowjobs.
I mean, I'm doing most of that anyway for free, so I mean, I might as well get paid for it. So
I can't even laugh at that. That's traumatizing me.
That's funny. Fuck you. Here, you're the so sorry. Escalates it, and then when I take it one step further, Ciaran, I don't know. So my pitches then for other movies off this, the spoof of Wall Street, which is just a big, massive spoof of this and other finance movies like the Enron movie and Margin Call and Moneyball and what do you call it? The Big Short. Wolf of Wall Street 2, which is a movie about Jordan Belfort setting up his podcast. We could do a sequel about all of his victims being stressed out and never getting paid back.
Does he have one in real life?
He had a podcast for a while. I don't know if he still does it. And then, so my big note for director's cut is, just generally speaking, this movie's like nearly 3 hours long. I would love it. I would love it if this was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Just cut it back. There's loads of times where it's just indulgent. Conversations go on for too long. They let scenes run on for too long, I think, because they're just trying to submerge you in the world, but we're already there. So like, I think there's a few of his movies. Irishman's like this too. Irishman's like 3 hours long and could be 2 and 20, and you just enjoy it more. I think, you know, like diminishing returns once it's too long, I think, for a lot of these his style of films, because as well as that, this is an absolute fucking assault on your senses from minute one, like, and it doesn't really calm down. It calms down for a bit and then it ramps up again right at the end, and then it calms down again. But it's like you're already 2.5 hours in when it calms down. Do you know what I mean? So it's fucking. I find it just to be. This whole movie is like the last 20 minutes of Goodfellas. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, in Goodfellas with the helicopter scene, and it's like stress. I think this whole movie is at that level of just like the whole time. And then I think it's amazing, but it's mad. You know what I mean? And I suppose that makes sense because he's a drug addict, and in the 20 minutes, that's when he's a drug addict as well. Like he's fucked at that point in Goodfellas. So like maybe there is like he's Scorsese's making it that way to give you the feeling of being hyped up all the time, ramped up, you know. But I think for me, I just want it to be a bit shorter. Have anything?
What about the movie? You asked me last night if I could pick someone for you to play, who would it be? And I think Ciaran would be excellent as Donnie's cousin.
Donnie's wife that he rides?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm playing Donnie's wife?
Yeah.
But sorry, 2 minutes ago when I made that joke about I'm already doing that anyway. Haha, it's too much. But you're like, do you know who you should be? The guy that Jonah Hill rides?
No, just meaning like, wouldn't it be funny if a picture of you popped up when he's talking about his cousin? The way when they cut away to the Uratine thing, it's just a shed.
Scrapper. I mean, scrapper, but whatever. I mean, do you know what? Let us know in the comments, right? Whose side are you on? Do you know what I want to see in the comments this week? See if you made it this far through the pod. See whatever comment, right? Right? Team Ciaran or Team Chloe. All right?
Don't.
What? What? Whose side are they on this week? I was a scrapper from you. I actually played Donnie's cousin.
What? And then, because I did us one scrapper, you want them to pick sides? Fuck me. I would cut the choking scene. I don't like it. And
cut it out of the movie or just cut it down? I would cut it down a bit because it's excruciating.
It's painful to watch. Once he realizes that Donnie's on the phone and the FBI might be listening.
Yeah.
That whole, yes, it's funny and yes, it is good, but it's like actual like physical stress.
No, it's actual anxiety.
Waiting for him to get home, and that whole bit where he's like pulling himself across the island with the phone cord, trying to get it is brilliant. But I'm not meaning cut that whole scene. I'm meaning
just cut that down.
Those shots where he's actually choking.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't like it.
Is there other scenes in movies that you find that are just where you're like, that's hard to watch? We talked obviously, I think on the Patreon, about the D'Artagnan scene in Django being horrendous to watch. We usually skip it, but is there other movies, other scenes? One that I think is really funny but is hard to watch is Jon Favreau leaving that fucking voice message in Swingers, where he leaves a voice message. He keeps messaging this girl on her phone late at night. He's met her in a club, and you can actually just watch that scene on YouTube. Just type in Jon Favreau phone message, fucking Swingers, mate. Oh, painful. Like, and in that instance, it is funny. So you can't cut it down, and the longer it goes on, the worse it is. But it does give me like a, oh, Jesus, stop it. Stop it. Is there any other ones you can think of? Scenes like that in films that are just fucking action. Do you know what was a stressy one? Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. When he's talking all about the bets he has running and what he needs to happen, and he needs that, and that's fucking stress as well.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other ones?
Not right now, love.
Anyway, tell us about your stressy movie scenes. This week's episode of Back to the Features is sponsored by Dougies Goodies, great friends of ours all the way from Ballymena. A brilliant bakery. They have an unbelievable website, dougiesgoodies.com, where you can order everything that your heart desires on there in terms of sweet treats. They do these amazing customized diamonds. They do specialty cakes, massive versions of French fancies, and the jammy Dougies cake, which is just the most unbelievable. It's like a haystack type thing, unreal. You can also get cakes made with like wee pictures and stuff like that on them. Like you just upload the picture on the website. You can pick these up from 35 different delivery points across the north. We love Dougies. I mean, in Wolf of Wall Street, that guy is totally addicted to drugs, but we're totally addicted to buns in our house. So definitely check out the website. Go into the store. It's the only bakery that you'll find in Belfast that feels like walking into a nightclub. It's a great time. I would also highly recommend checking out the 15s, great wee dirties. Please check out their website, check out their store, and thanks a million, Dougies, for sponsoring our podcast.
Score. There's a couple of great needle drops through this.
Yeah, so
one of my favorites being Smokestack Lightning.
Is that the ooh?
Great. Smokestack Lightning.
Everlong drops in this movie. There's a lot of rap as well. Boom, boom, boom by the Out Here Brothers. Do you remember that? Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say way-oh, way-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you call it? The money chant?
Yep.
Amazing. Mrs. Robinson.
Joe, what I love that he wasn't up for it at the lunch, but he brings it into the office later on.
And everyone's doing it. Yeah, I love that. I love when they're all see the scene when they all do it and Rugrat is standing there going fucking loving it. He makes me laugh so much when he does it.
Apparently Mark Hanna in real life, is it Mark Hanna?
Yeah.
Ended up working for Jordan Belfort.
I read that for a couple of years after.
But they didn't put it in the film.
I read about that too. Mrs. Robinson is that pop punky version, which I love when they start arresting everybody.
Yeah.
She's raging about her suit getting fucking torn up. The I Love You Jordan lady. Loads of blues in this, loads of that Elmore James sort of Cypress Hills remix a lot, loads of great songs. If I was picking my favorite piece of music in this though, apart from for me it's that Mrs. Robinson. I love when that drops and they start arresting everybody.
It's Harlem Wolf for me.
Oh, the go.
Yeah. They're all excellently timed.
We have to shit through a couple of categories here because they're not really in this that much. So the chokey, which is where moments where you might feel sad, the actual choke. The only thing I feel bad for his first wife and his kids. The scene where he reverses and hurts the weak kid is fucking grim. The scene when he smacks her is that whole bit is grim.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for his first wife because she just gets fucked over. But it doesn't actually get me choked up. So I just wanted to mention those are the sadder parts, but I don't really get choked up, do you?
Not really. Well, no.
It's not. I mean, you're too far up here to be sad. Do you know what I mean? You're too hyped to be sad about it. What the FX? This is when we talk about special effects in this movie. So there's a wee bit in the driving scene where you see all the crashes happen. So it's like their physical effects. The explosion of the plane looks okay. Doesn't look amazing. I think they haven't. It only looks okay, but it's fine. It's not a special.
Well, he says if you ever want a sign from God.
Yeah, it looks very like a PlayStation 3 graphics to me. One piece of effects that I really like, and it's just camera trickery, really, is the staircase, like the steps outside the country club, so that when he looks up it looks like the biggest set of steps you've ever seen, and then like in reality it's like 6 steps or something. I love that.
That scene where he's going from the staircase to the car was improvised on the day, and Leonardo DiCaprio ended up spraining his back when he tried to put his foot in the car door.
Mental. I didn't know that, but that for me that's the best effects in the movie. Is probably I love that shot of the steps when you go, oh shit, that's actually quite a lot, and then it shows you it from the side, and it's like 6 steps.
I remember actually. Wait, I do have a memory of seeing this in the cinema where I remember everybody laughing when you actually see there's only like 4 steps.
It's great. Credits roll, right? So this is when we talk about the role you would least want to be. Tell your family I'm in this movie. Who are you? And I think we both know that it's the pink sheets lady, isn't it? How much would you not want to imagine telling your parents, yeah, I'm in this movie, there is a bit of nudity in it. Well, what are you doing? I am the stinkingest woman they could find for 100 guys to ride. So I sit there and go, that wins that category, doesn't it, in this movie?
Yeah, it's so sad.
Is there any other roles you wouldn't want to be in it?
Yeah, any of the hookers. See,
there's a lot of hookers.
I'm always so impressed. not only that they look amazing. Like,
they're actually called hooker, by the way, in the credits.
Like that, there's a scene at the strip club where a woman is like bending over and you see everything. I'm always impressed that somebody has the balls to do that. And like,
it's a different type of strip club though, if that's what's hanging out. But
yeah, but like
Magic Mike.
Even what Margot Robbie did. I know it said that she took 3 shots of tequila before coming out.
Did she?
Before just to calm her nerves. Because she was about to be
seen not
only full frontal by Leo, but by the whole world.
But yeah, mate, I don't know how people do that. I mean, it would be so rare to do some of the, can you imagine having to do a scene like that shooting a movie like in Belfast?
No.
Like horrendous.
No.
Why does it seem like it's okay if
Scorsese
sitting
personal trainer for a year and you were fucking sculpted? Nice she is. She's amazing looking.
Yeah.
See, unless you look like Margot Robbie, I couldn't be taking a strip off me. Like
well, I wouldn't know because I don't look like her, but I don't think I could do it even if I was. I don't think I'd want to do it even if I was like Channing. You know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I would want to. Which is weird.
It's hard to know. Like any of that 50 Shades stuff, I don't know how people do that shit like that.
They always say about actors when they're doing stuff like that usually fucking give it a couple of slaps before they show up on screen as well.
No,
so that is different.
Would do it.
Yeah. That's another thing. I would definitely want to do some crazy. I would, when you're giving ideas to the director, I'd be like, is there any way that I can do something mental with my pubes? Anyway, so I want it to look like cornrows. So let's move on now. This is our last category for this week. So we asked you to fill us in. This is Any Other Business. It's a great movie. I really like it. It would definitely be, I would say, probably in my top 20 of all time. We asked 2 questions on our Instagram for Any Other Business this week. One of them was, and we're just going to fire through a load of these, as many as we can. We won't identify anybody. We asked people, what one do you want to do first? The
worst movies to watch.
The worst movies to watch with your parents. I would say this one's up there. Obviously, we told the story about me getting my eyes covered when Kate Winslet had them out in Titanic. Told the story about seeing the sex scene Enemy at the Gates from my dad. Another one I saw with my dad, it wasn't a movie, but TV show, was Homeland. A couple of moments in that. There was a bit where Damian Lewis jizzes on a carpet. I didn't need to watch that with my dad. Well, your parents always treat you as though you fucking directed it as well. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Didn't you have one as well?
I remember renting out. Going to Extravision for a sleepover and getting...
Going to Extravision and then on the sleepover?
Sorry, like stocking up for a sleepover, got a DVD, got the whole meal deal thing.
Oh, Doritos and all.
And how do they always time it that as soon as something sexual's happened, they fucking walk through the door? Oh my days, right? So we're sitting watching this and it's called Sex Drive. I couldn't fucking tell you anything about it. It was shit. And my dad comes through the door and he goes, what are you watching? And I went, driving. And he went, driving? And I went, yeah, it's about cars. And he went, right.
I love it.
I wanted to kill myself, right?
Oh. Jonny Bo wrote a good reply to this, didn't he?
Jonny Bo, mate, I love Jonny Bo. See we were literally sitting talking about this the other night. His comedy ruins me. I remember for the very first time seeing Jonny in Pug Uglies, right? I was on my way to the bar and I can't repeat his joke, obviously, right? The joke.
Because we don't want to spoil the joke.
Yeah, but I also can't say it, right? His joke, my knees buckled, and I remember grabbing onto the bar, like wetting myself laughing, right? And then multiple times after that, he's just a funny guy.
The king of one-liners, like
amazing, right?
What did he say? What was the worst movie to watch with your parents?
The worst movie to watch with your parents is the one they made together.
Willie said
Willie
Bruno.
T says Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno is. There's a scene in that where a penis talks live to the camera and goes Bruno.
Oh.
I think I walked out of cinema. That's one of the few movies I walked out of cinema on.
Yeah.
It was about halfway through it. I was like, this is shit. I could save myself 45 minutes here.
A lot of people saying like 50 Shades, American Pie.
American Pie being a nightmare to watch for your folks. Jesus Christ.
I know. Basic Instinct, Saltburn.
Do you know what this comes down to though? Say if you were Jordan Belfort, he would probably watch any of these movies with his dad because they have that whole Bush conversation. The whole
I know
conversation with his dad. I'm like, if I would never have had a chat like that with my dad. Could you imagine?
I know. Kevin and Perry Go Large. True Lies, when Jamie Lee Curtis does her sexy dance.
That is a bad one to watch for your folks as well because that is quite a serious dance. Yep.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Can I give you I won't do Jamie Lee Curtis. Can I quickly do Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's playing the wee French tape that he has and he's sitting there and he presses play and it goes, do it doucement, do it very slowly. Sorry, go ahead. That's unbelievable.
That's Arnie?
He's playing a tape of a French guy that has recorded this stuff because he doesn't want her to hear his voice. Because if Arnie opens his mouth, he go, "Get to the chopper!" You know what I mean? He'll go to say something to go, "Jamie!"
Human Centipede, true story. Somebody else's parent showed us that, and as a bit of crack, and
why
trying to scratch it out of my fucking brain ever since. The Exorcism, somebody was shown up.
The Exorcist, or the Exorcist?
Sorry, it is The Exorcist.
Yeah.
They've written They have.
Well, yeah, you don't
want
to watch that or be shown that.
Put on when it was 8. When they were 8.
Rare.
Yeah. Rare. Everybody again just saying the same films. Brokeback Mountain.
Somebody said a couple of people were writing in actual pornos like Debbie Does Dallas and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you watch that with your parents?
Pulp Fiction.
Well, maybe for that
That's what they've written for after. I mean, I couldn't even watch that, Ciaran.
The gimp scenes.
You put that on for me.
Yep.
When we first started going out, and I was like,
"Well, you say that as if like I put it on and went, you watch that now, love. Ciaran's going out for an hour."
No, because you were a big Tarantino fan.
It's an unbelievable film, but that is horrendous. That stuff, yeah.
I made you skip it.
That is a skip scene, like.
Right. Now we saved the best for last,
and
then we really do have to go.
Yeah. So this was we asked people what was the worst stuff they ever saw their boss do.
Mate.
Some of the answers were crazy.
Some of
them are literally criminal acts as well.
Do you know what? I'll never be eaten in Belfast ever again after some of these restaurant confessions.
Yep.
Mary, Mother of God, right? A lot of people saying that their bosses are doing drugs in front of them, which is...
some of them in interviews. Like, they're in the interview going, when can you start? And doing drugs in front of them.
Like, would you not fucking run for the hills?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get paid, though. And then you've got something on them. By the way, I'm wearing an unbelievable Steve McQueen t-shirt today. You can't really see it at this angle, but it's Steve on the bike at the Swiss border in Great Escape. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just going through these here.
Wasn't there one about... There was one about somebody who was working in a high-end Belfast restaurant. And saw
loads of people from the restaurant
saw their boss doing coke off one of the shelves, wasn't it, in the walk-in fridge?
They snorted coke off a waitress's back whilst half naked and received a blowjob in the walk-in fridge.
By the way, walk-in fridges, there seems to be a lot of weird shit going on in there.
Mate,
from what we've gathered.
Absolutely ludicrous.
We're putting a file together for the Public Prosecution Service. Go ahead.
Somebody's boss took meat out of a bin that had been dumped out in the yard and served it.
You fucking scab.
Somebody brought a prostitute in and then had sex with him in the disabled toilet while everybody was there.
Is there any family friendly ones here? I feel like we're getting actually in the Wolf of Wall Street here.
Somebody pissed in the pot of stew.
The Wolf of Donegal Street. There we go.
No, love. Do you know what? I'm reading this earlier and my heart's dropping. Going, there's a lot of sad things happening out there.
Is there any funny things though?
Are these not?
They're almost so grim.
Can I tell the taxi story?
What's that?
The taxi story, the drugs.
I can't remember.
Somebody's boss took drugs.
Oh, no, tell that one. That one's fucking hilarious, yeah.
Somebody's boss took mushrooms, got a taxi to the next venue, was convinced that the taxi driver was a seahorse, and jumped out of the car whilst it was moving, ended up breaking 3 ribs, and he ran the rest of the way to the venue.
Unbelievable.
That ruined me last night.
Unbelievable. See, we don't really... I've never really had a boss, per se, because I've mostly just been doing gigs.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, so you don't really... Do you know what I mean? So I don't really know what this feels like, that someone who's above you in a company is a complete fucking maniac, like.
Turned up to work in a brand new Ferrari and made half the office redundant.
Sound.
Oh, mate. Ate a tomato at his desk like it was an apple.
This isn't really the same thing. I was parked one day ages ago. This is when, like, the car tax place or something, you still had to go to the office sometimes, and it was down in the gasworks. And I parked in one of those all the spaces at the building were gone. And I parked, there was an empty car park where all these offices were. And I went and parked in one of the spaces, was waiting on Kev for like 10 minutes. That was the plan. And I'm sitting there and this guy comes out of one of the offices and starts on me like a fucking day's work about, this is our fucking reserved space. And I went, there's about 50 spaces here, mate. I'm waiting for 5. You're not meant to be here. You're fucking... And I was like, and he goes, we have a really important meeting starting here in 2 minutes. And I looked at the clock and it was like, like, fucking 3:29 or something, or 3 fucking whatever it was. And I went, who has a fucking important meeting starting at 25 to 4, you cunt? Whatever it was. And mate, so he wasn't my boss, but he was a fucking knob anyway.
Yeah, I'm actually concerned about the many
That was years ago, like, sorry.
I'm concerned about the many people who are in charge of a team of people who are clearly not fit.
We got a lot of drink and drug stories, don't we? Is there any other ones?
Sex and drugs?
Any other good ones?
So one guy, this is funny. One guy's boss asked him he needed to move his car so he could take his space.
I love that one.
I know.
That's such a boss move.
I know.
Yeah, guys. Just want to make sure. Putting out a memo here, just saying that if there's no spaces left, I will need one of you to fucking drop dead so I can have yours.
And then
do you know what was a great one? I don't want this. Is this a one-word answer that somebody wrote?
No.
One of the ones you told me about last night that was funny was what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen your boss doing, and somebody wrote "contribute."
Amazing.
Which whoever you were, you win. You win for me. You made me laugh.
We did. We were laughing at that. Like the last two, my boss took £200 from the staff tips to get his hair done in Peter Marks.
You melter.
Sconder merchant.
Absolutely sconders.
And then this one, mate. My boss shot himself on Zoom, thought his camera was off, and scooped the shite out of his monk's bare hand on camera.
That's like something I would do, to be fair. I'd probably just take those monks and wash them in the sink. Listen, you're a bunch of fucking tramps. Hope you've enjoyed this this podcast. I've enjoyed it. It's very warm in here. We're going to go and see Stand By Me right now. So next week we will be back with Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Why do we keep... We're obviously down to do Jumanji.
Do you know what? It goes Ghostbusters, Jumanji, and then we know what's coming after that, but the next two after this are Ghostbusters with our Kev, and then Jumanji, me and Chloe.
Just super quick, I have to say. See the episode with Kev.
It's unbelievable.
It's probably the best thing I've ever seen across anything ever.
Chloe's taken... We'll talk about this in another time, but Chloe's taken audio from it and put it on their phone.
Can I play it?
No, because I don't want to spoil it.
Right.
But Chloe has it so that every time she plugs her phone in, this thing that Kev said on the podcast happens, and it's fucking unbelievable.
Best MP3 ever.
It is, yeah.
And do you know what? I'm going to put it on. They can download it as a text.
We'll make it available on the Patreon or something.
Yeah. Amazing.
Anyway, or on Instagram, I don't know. So
right, let's go to the cinema.
Yeah, let's go to the cinema now, right? See you after. Bye.
Bye.